Hey guys, Anthony here with NEA Content. So today we're going to talk about how we help real estate agents get more leads by using a strategic Facebook ad campaign. Gosh, I'm messing this up already, but we're going to keep rolling. You're probably picking up the monsoon rolling outside, but we're going to embrace the elements and do it anyway. So what we're going to show you is not only going to help you sell more houses and create really awesome relationships with people and become their real estate agent for life and get a ton of referrals, you're going to get more people wanting to list with you when they see how you're doing this and how it's different. First, we're going to talk about what we're going to cover. So first, we're going to zoom way out and take a 10,000 foot view of this marketing campaign and talk about why it's different and all the moving parts that keep it moving forward. So gear one is the offer. We're going to talk about how we build this into an offer. Gear two, the lead capture process, the follow-up process, and gear four is the internal upsell, and that's where we make our money. That's what makes all of this worth it if we do these four things correctly. Okay, all these things have to work. All right, so the 10,000 foot view of this marketing campaign. So how to sell more houses with lead gen funnels and how to convert into long-time buyers. What I'm going to show you is going to give you a full marketing campaign plan to get more homes and get more people wanting to list with you when they see how you're doing this. It involves giving away something at a discounted or free rate. If that scares you, this is something people fail at and waste a ton of money doing when they target anyone and everyone with a pulse. Whether you're a chiropractor or a dentist or an e-commerce store owner, when you go after anyone and everyone, you're just going to get freebie seekers and tire kickers and people that are never going to do business with you. That's when people mess this up. But if you do these four steps correctly, it's going to change how you do this forever. All right, please note we're going to target a very specific kind of real estate lead. We're going to get them to sign up to learn more about your property, not just anyone, which is a terrible way to do marketing. And so let me show you this 10,000 foot view of how we're building this. All right, so first we have the offer that's made up of our specific audience, specific situation, high value to the person, and a reason to claim it now. Okay, that's what gets this entire thing moving. Like I said, we're not going after anyone and everyone with a pulse because you're going to get a ton of freebie seekers, tire kickers, and you're going to waste a ton of time, money, and resources. Two is the lead capture. We automate this thing, but it's software that gets people on the phone with you in a more organized way. What I'm seeing all across the board are real estate agents using a lead capture process that is designed to gather a ton of leads. Okay. And what I do, you're not going to get a ton of leads every month, but you're going to get people. Okay, that's why I kind of hate the term leads. Everyone uses the term lead, but a lot of people don't actually understand what a lead is. A lead is a person that you're using software to capture them because they're actually interested in what you have and they need to be on the phone with the person as soon as possible. That's what this lead capture process does. Is it's software that gets people on the phone with you ASAP so that they don't, before they get cold and go somewhere else or forget about you. Gear three is the follow-up process. This is automated too, but it goes from automation to getting them on the phone with you in a really organized way. A lot of times when you're selling homes or whatever you're doing, people are messaging you on Facebook. They're in your comment section or they're texting you or calling you. Some people may not know exactly how to professionally get a hold of you. This organize that. When it's unorganized and it's difficult for people to get, when your reach out process is unorganized, if your communication is unorganized, which some people are Messenger, some people are texting, some people are calling, when it's organized for you, it's unorganized for your potential clients too. And if you can take this and automate it and make it extremely professional and easy for everyone, you're really going to stand out in the way you're doing this. Gear 4 is the internal upsell. This is where we make our money and make really amazing impressions on a specific kind of person that makes them your person for life. You're going to be their real estate agent for life. And anytime someone they know or a family member or a coworker needs a real estate agent, you're going to be the very first person to come to mind because you gave them an extremely awesome first-time experience that made you their person. All right, so our goal. My goal is to get them to schedule a showing so that you can wow them. Even if you don't sell the house they signed up to see, you want to lock them in as a client. So if you make a really good impression, even if they don't want that home, they're going to come with you to see more homes. Like I said, you're going to become their person. We're going to make anyone that sees what you're doing want to list with you, right? Because we can sell homes, but selling homes isn't really helpful if we're not getting more listings. This is going to sell more homes and get more people to want to list with you over your competitors. And I hope that makes sense. If any of this doesn't make sense, leave a comment below. This is designed to help out real estate agents that are way too busy hustling and doing an amazing job, way too busy to get on with a meeting with me. I totally get that. I drop meetings all the freaking time. I don't want anyone to ever feel bad about not being able to get on a meeting with me. I totally understand. And that gives me a really clear message that you're already hustling. You're already killing it. You're already doing an amazing job. I want to push that forward. I want to help supplement that and make it easier. All right. So gear 1 is the offer. All right. So we're going to target a very specific audience. What we have found that females between 30 to 45 are an extremely amazing person that is very easy to turn into a client for life. It's an amazing person that makes it extremely easy to turn one client into many clients. All right. So specific situation. This is a person that is ready to purchase their second home. What we're doing here, we don't just put any property into this. We don't just use any property, and we aren't going for just any seller or buyer with a pulse. We want to go after someone that is upgrading to their second home. Someone that's ready to go into their second home, a female between 35 to 45 that is ready to purchase their second home. They have their stuff together. They've finished their education. They've been further along in their job, and they financially have their stuff together. These are people that are not going to waste your time, and they're ready to buy a higher caliber home, and they need a higher caliber real estate agent. The way we're doing all this is going to send a clear message that you are a higher caliber real estate agent. So private information about the home. They're going to see pictures of the home, not all the pictures of the home, but they're going to see the most captivating pictures of the home, and they're going to have a very hint of the ad, not the entire address, but say the number of the home and the street address. And when they click on the link, they're clicking to get the rest of the information and to get in contact with you. For every campaign we do, we have a reason to claim it now. This is called FOMO, fear of missing out. As we all know, no matter how expensive the home, no matter how amazing the home, they don't last long. So this person needs to find more information about this home and get in contact with you in a really organized way, in a very quickly way before it's gone. So that is the fear of missing it now. All right, gear 2, the lead capture process. This is something that makes this extremely easy. It organizes your leads coming in without having to depend on someone else. This puts them directly in line with you. So when they see this on your Facebook page, they're going to put in their name and their email and their phone number, okay? And when they do this, they're doing this, by the way, to get more information on the home. And when they put in their information, they're going to hit a landing page immediately. Something a lot of lead gen softwares that I'm seeing out there is missing something that is extremely important. They get information, but they're not getting a thank you, and they're not getting instructions. So when this landing page come up after they've opted in, by the way, when they opt in, you're going to get their email immediately. You have a new lead. Congratulations. This is their name, email, and phone number. That gives you a way to get in contact with them if they haven't gotten, which I'm getting ahead of myself. The lead capture process makes this extremely organized. So when the landing page comes up, they're going to get a link to click on that sends them to the property on your website. Okay, so when they click this link, it sends them to the property on your real estate agency website where they can find the rest of the information. And we have a but wait indication where if they claim this, if they schedule the showing with you within 24 hours, they're going to get something called a platinum showing, which we're going to cover in the internal upsell. So the Facebook ad, like I mentioned earlier, we're not targeting just anyone. We're targeting females between 30 and 45 that are ready to upgrade to their new home. The cool thing about a tight dynamic targeting is that we're targeting a very specific person, but in order to target more people without targeting everyone, people are constantly moving in and out of this dynamic targeting, meaning our scope is very tight on a very specific kind of person, but people are moving in and out of this scope every day. So while we're targeting a very specific person, other people are constantly moving in and out of this scope, which is very important. So gear 3, the follow-up process. This is another piece that is automated. They're going to get an email immediately with instructions and contact information on how to get a hold of you. So once again, they're also going to have a link to the property information on your website. They're also going to get a text because a lot of people don't open their text. If they don't open their text, if they don't open their email, they're going to get a text immediately as well with information and a link. So gear 4, the internal upsell. By the way, something I missed on the last one. If they don't get a hold of you within 24 hours, you can take that information that you're going to get immediately and follow up with them. A lot of people don't really prefer to follow up. And honestly, when you don't do that, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. People that you want to do business with, people that are not going to waste your time, are going to really appreciate the fact that you got back with them. Okay? If they didn't appreciate you following up with them, then they're people that are going to waste your time anyway. So if they don't get with you over 24 hours, it's extremely important to get them on the phone, right? Because how many times do we get an extremely good deal or a coupon and put it in our back pocket or forget about it? So we got to get rid of the mindset where, maybe they just don't want to list with me. Maybe they, didn't like me. Maybe they found someone else. We got to get rid of that mindset and follow up with them over the phone. Get them on the phone after 24 hours if they haven't gotten a hold of you, to make sure they haven't forgotten. Like I said, if they appreciate that, then there's someone you want to do business with. If they didn't answer the call, if they don't want to follow up with you, then don't worry about it. Then they're not people you want to do business with anyway, because they're going to waste your time. They're a tire kicker. Just, move on. So gear 4, the internal upsell. This is where we make our money. This is where all of this becomes extremely powerful. So the parting gift. We're going to do something very different. We're going to buy the person dinner at a local spot. So in the platinum showing we mentioned before, this is where we say, hey, I loved showing you the home. I had a great time. It was great getting to know you. I know buying a home can be extremely stressful, so I want to buy you dinner. I have a local spot here. It's my favorite place in town. It's all prepared. And by the way, we can cut deals with local restaurants if you're going to continuously send people their way. Local restaurants are absolutely fully on board with cutting a deal with you if you're going to send people to them. So we get on the phone with a restaurant and we talk to them about this and set this up with them as well. And by the way, if you're constantly sending business to someone else, chances are they're going to send business with you as well. And then you can also end up probably making business with that business owner. And then they can refer you to other business owners. So this is something that may be kind of scary, may, bother you with giving something away. But if we target a very specific kind of person that is easy to work with, someone we can turn into lifetime value and the value of their family, their coworkers, make one client into many clients, this is where this gets extremely powerful. So the viral spread offer. This is where you simply take your card, give them a few cards and say, hey, again, I loved working with you. By the way, if you have anyone else that needs a real estate agent, I'd love to help. After you've given them such an awesome experience and made such a huge impression that is going to make you their real estate agent for life, these are the kind of people that refer you every time someone they know or love needs to buy or sell a home. Now that you've made this amazing impression, simply giving someone your card is so much more powerful. I know giving out business cards seems kind of cliche these days, but after making an amazing impression, this is where handing someone your card and offering your help to their friends or family becomes extremely powerful, okay? So the testimonial. Later down the road, when you're running this Facebook ad campaign, or if we're doing this for you, we want to get testimonials. So when you do this with someone and you show them the home and they accept the platinum showing you've given them, this is where once they move into the home and everything's done, we can ask them to give a testimonial and simply explain their experience with you and how awesome it was. This is something that can power the ad campaign down the road and add to it when you're offering this, and you can add a testimonial to it. This is the 4-step process on how we help real estate agents get more leads and sell more homes in a very special way that no one else is doing in their area. This is how we help real estate agents become the real estate agent, target a very specific person, organize their lead capture, their follow-up process, and build that up to a huge internal upsell where you become their real estate agent for life.